Hey everybody, I had something that was sent to me I'm going to talk about something first, and then I'll explain what I talk about at the end. Will explain what I'm talking about at the beginning, and the story that was sent to me. But everything that these people tried, the elitist, I'm going to call them, every chance they get to try to take another right away, or like your Second Amendment right, anything to take control away from the parents over kids, children's rights, a lot of medical stuff. They always claim, like, we'll just use the Second Amendment, for instance. They'll always claim that if they can save one life by passing a law, then it should be passed. If they can save one life by doing something, then it should be done. And that's where, they get the grounds for child protection services. To one of your neighbors, or even maybe a family member, gets pissed off at you and drops a dime on you to the child protection services, just trying to get at you. And now all of a sudden you got CPS knocking on your door with cops demanding to see your children and everything, and if they have to, they'll come back with a warrant. If you let them in, they want to see that you got plenty of food and all this, like you've been totally mistreating your kids. And believe me, people, I've seen this happen to people. People get pissed off at somebody over money or something, and they'll call and make fake claims on people. But and then there's laws. This stuff goes to court when these things happen, and people lose cases and stuff, and there's lawsuits that have to be paid. And when this happens, these people say, well, yeah, we lost, like CPS, we lost this, and we had to pay out $1.5 million, but if we can save one child's life by doing this, we need to do it. They use that excuse. With the Second Amendment, I mean, they say, they're going to use that on anything. If we could save one woman's life, or one kid, or one family's life, or whatever, the common sense gun laws are for saving one life. And if we can save one life with the common sense gun laws, then it needs to happen. And you're going to get ready for this, because that's going to be something they really pound into your head, probably within the next 2 years, because this midterm election that they're going to have to go through here, who knows what's going to happen then, but that's the next sideshow that's getting ready to happen in the government. And for you people that believe all that shit, they're saying the leftists thinks they might lose a bunch of seats because of what they've done. So if they're going to try to get anything done, they're going to try to get it done in 2 years. So that's why I'm saying with that, you're probably even going to start hearing this a lot here in the next 2 years about how if we can save one life, we need to do it, pass laws, whatever. If we can keep one person from dying from COVID, then we need to do it. You're going to hear that, and you're already hearing that. But these things, they use this all the time in order to get you to fall in line. Now, that was the explanation of what I'm getting ready to say. Now, I'm not going to say what should happen or nothing. I'm just going to tell you that, this has happened now after over a year, maybe even longer in some places. They could be pushing a year and 2 or 3 months that that mask wearing has been mandated. If it was a 2 or 3 month thing, it wouldn't be that big a deal. Now you've got people that's been wearing them for a month or a year, or more, or somewhere around a year or more, every day when they go to work, when they go out to go shopping. They're wearing them everywhere. Now, it ain't as far as they haven't. I'm not saying nothing else because then I'll be taken down. So this is the story that was sent to me. There was parts of the story I'm not sure about, and that's like where they were and what they were doing. I think it was a rodeo. I could be wrong, but there was a off-duty police officer working security at this rodeo. It might not have been a rodeo. It might have been a basketball game. I'm not sure about where they were, but it was some kind of an event. The people that was holding the event had a problem with a guy that wasn't wearing a mask. He refused to wear a mask. So they asked the police officer because he was security, to remove the guy from the property because the guy wouldn't wear a mask. And evidently, when they told him to leave, he would not leave. So the officer, and this is one thing I don't understand. I don't understand how an off-duty officer can use his authority as an on-duty police officer in an off-duty situation as a security officer. You know, wearing the badge, gun, everything, even driving the police car. So that don't make no sense to me, you know, because I work security at night doing other jobs, and I couldn't wear my clothes I was wearing to work in my morning job to my other job. So, this police officer decided he was going to, and the mandate, we're back to the mandate, and there is a medical exemption in all the 50 state mandates, a medical exemption. Well, the police officer wasn't going by the mandate. He was going by the people that he was working for security for, told him to escort this man off the property because he was not wearing a mask. The guy evidently went without a struggle. From what I hear, he was leaving with the officer. But I guess as they got outside of out into the parking lot area or something, the guy, I don't know if he was talking to the cop, trying to get him to change his mind, what was going on after the officer was escorting him out. Don't know none of that. But somehow, this guy, he was an armed individual. I don't know if he was legally armed, because you know how in the United States you cannot, unless you're licensed, you're not legally armed. But anyway, this guy pulled a gun and shot and killed this officer. Then he ran off. I think he might have even gotten into his car or to his car or something. But anyway, the other officers came up on him. They said they were in fear for their lives, so they shot and killed him. So now we've got the officer, for one, the guy that didn't wear the mask that shot the officer, for two, people that have now died because of a face diaper. Two people that have now died because of one person not wearing a mask. Now remember, people, if we can save one life, we need to do it. You tell me what we should do. May God bless us all, folks. That's the only way out of this. And make no mistake, God loves you, and so do I. Good day, folks.